Going with the 8-iron here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in. The putt is underway.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The par 4 12th is only a short one, measuring 406 yards from the tips. But you need to be very accurate off the tee. Avoid that huge water hazard to the right, and that'll give you the best angle into this green. Any drive that's pushed left will make it a difficult. And be wary, there's water over the back of this green, which you can't see. That was wonderfully done. This should play. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently in 3rd place.
It was on a good line. Putting for birdie here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 7 under. He sits in 1st position. The 13th, the TPC Southwind, is a strong par 4 that plays uphill and a slight dogleg to the right. It requires a big drive up the right half and then a very accurate approach. There's a heavily bunkered green there, so make sure you hit your approach in the right distance. Playing from around 160 yards. Going with the 7.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 14th at TPC Southwind is one of their signature holes. The par 3 that plays downhill considerably long, around 240 yards, is hit over a big body of water to the right. Fortune favours the brave here. If you need a birdie, go flag hunting. Otherwise, lay up to around 20 feet left. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Yes, any time you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. This one's for birdie.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Currently 8 under for the round. Accuracy is required at the par 4 15th. Just 395 yards off the tee. Players like to lay back to give them the right number into this green. And there's a little creek that meanders through the centre of the fairway here and up to the right side of the green. So make sure your approach is accurate. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. And back to the course with the live action. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. And they'll tap this in for birdie. And that putt drops, now 9 under as we head to the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
The 16th at TPC Southwind is the last genuine birdie hole on the course. It's a par 5 measuring just 530 yards, but there's a lot required on the tee shot that's played uphill to a ridge. If you can get it up over the rise, a good chance for reaching the green here in 2 to set up a birdie and even perhaps eagle. But be wary of this green. There's a big bunker short left, and if you find it, it's not an easy up and down. Or maybe even a par can be hard. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Good sounding strike, that one. Oh, almost went in. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
This putt to get to 10 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, so close. You'll take the tap in for par any day. And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Good-looking shot, this. Well, to become the champion at TPC Southwind, you need to hit some big shots down the stretch, and there's none tougher than this approach into 17.
The green sits just below the player, flanked by bunkers both right and left. The green is long and narrow and does generally move from right to left. All in all, one of the most difficult approaches on this golf course.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this, they can be costly. Solid par putt, that. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Well, the finishing hole at TPC Southwind is an absolute beauty. There's been some heroic moments like hole-out eagles, and there's been triple bogeys that have cost championships. Your job is to get the ball safely into the fairway here. If you're not a long driver, don't take on the corner. But if you can, it'll leave you just a short iron in, a chance to seal the victory with a birdie. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Well, Rich, I'm in awe. Just how well are they playing?
Oh, absolutely. Sunday fun day. Let's go find the winner and spend the check, baby.
Well, if you want to go and win the FedEx Cup, that's how you start the process. Go and win one of these playoff events.
Massive step to earning the massive bonus at season's end. Unbelievable job.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the BMW Championship is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Club up. I like this play.
Good shot there, Beamer. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He finds himself in a share of the lead. And Rich, the second hole in play for the championship is a little different than the route in the members face. It's the 13th on the card. Take us through it.
It is. It's a very strong par 3, just over 210 yards. But this green is very deep, so it wouldn't surprise me to see this hole playing somewhere over the 225-yard mark. It's very narrow, very long, and very difficult.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
That's frustrating. Just a 4-footer remaining. Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. And that putt will drop. Well done. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Now we head to the first of the par 5s in operation, the third hole, Rich.
Big hitters will be able to take advantage and drive it over those bunkers down the right-hand side, leaving a very straightforward and basic second shot back up the hill. Pretty good shot there.
Rich, love the fact that we've made our way through to the second week of the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure every player who's here is a little extra happy that they're at the BMW Championship.
Yes, Luke, 125 down to 70, so 55 players from last week did not make it onto this week's BMW Championship. A bummer for some, but a huge opportunity for the guys that are here. Just 70, no cut whatsoever. If there's ever a player that wants to turn it loose, trying to get inside the top 30 in the next week, this is the time. If you are outside that top 30, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't go flag hunting. You should try and fire at everything you can, because you know that you have to play well this week if you want to make it into the top 30 next week in the Tour Championship. This is a great opportunity for those outside the top 30, and a little bit nerve-wracking from those sitting from about 20 to 30 on that current list.
That's inside the range. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Reached the fourth hole, a relatively short par 4.
At 400 yards, yes, Luke. Big hitters, once again, can take the fairway bunkers out of play. Second shot, again, will be uphill to a ginormous green.
You like that, didn't you? Sitting at -1, currently second place. Great looking shot, this. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Rich, we head to the 5th on the property, and we really need to position our tee shots here, don't we?
We do. This is a very interesting, cool hole, Luke. This is kind of like a fairway and then second shot green and not much else out there that you really want any part of. Miss the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Don't hit it in there because you're going to make at least 5, if not worse.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Oh my, that was launched. Sitting at 2 under par in a share of the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. This looks to be heading to the green. Oh, that one just missed the hole.
A birdie putt awaits.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. On the tee of a par 3. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
That could play.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Okay, steady now.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
This is buckets. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. This hole here is a par 4.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport. And all of a sudden, he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Going with the 6-iron here. Well, this one's going right at the flag.
This is one of those great ball-striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Putting for par. Not sure if that one came out of the center of the putter.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat-out choke.
Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole.
That dog will hunt.
Sitting at 2 under. Currently in the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? 13 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Look out world was his statement when he came out on the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game and continues to be and will forever be.
Oh, that's a tasty-looking chip. Top shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, 13th. That's unlucky for some, Rich.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey, and they've got a great opportunity here.
Opting for the 6-iron.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
This player showing zero signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
Currently 2 under for the day. Here we have a par 5. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Yeah, nicely played. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
Little birdie look in here. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
That one should find the surface.
This player's dialed in. What a shot. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I got to say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Just go ahead and tap that one in.
A par putt awaits.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Oh, that was flushed. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently in top spot. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one is chewing fiber.
Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
An opportunity to make their par.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And the finishing hole at the south course of Wilmington's famous country club. Rich, a really good par 4.
Just over 440 yards. The bunker down the right-hand side off the tee is only reachable for the big hitters. Second shot slightly back up the hill to a 2-tiered green. Distance control is imperative.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That was special. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. It's got a chance. And that is a great performance. Winning the second event of the FedEx Cup Playoffs. Driving away with the BMW Championship.
And this will set them up going into the Tour Championship in prime position to walk away with the entire FedEx Cup. What a tournament this was. Fantastic victory.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, is proud to bring you the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
We're at the Tour Championship. Today's coverage is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Well, we've got an exciting match coming your way, so stick around and let's see who wins it. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
Going with the hybrid. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Not sure if they read that the way they were expecting.
Scott Hoke, as in choke.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Great shot. Second shot here on the third.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's sitting there just in third place.
And back to the play, shall we?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Oh, just missed. This is a par putt.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
Sitting at 4 under for the day.
Currently in the lead.
Going with the 5-wood. Not bad. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup.
That gets the job done. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call. Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Let's return to live play now. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
And that will take him to 5 under. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Left yourself an opportunity. And this is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will move him to 6 under par. Currently in first position. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Should find the green. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. This one started out on a good line. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That was a beauty. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 8 under. And that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second.
Opting for the 3-wood. Well, this one's right at the pin. That's inside the house of opportunity. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Oh, that is crushed. From about 100 yards. Opting for the 9-iron. Should find the green here. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Rolling end to end is looking nice.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
Opting for the 5-wood. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This putt about 11 feet in distance.
This for a birdie run.
Ouch, that hurts.
An opportunity to make a par here.
Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
That should find the cut stuff. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard. Definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out. Going and going and going.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, well played. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 4th place.
And after that effort, that's how it looks.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Well struck. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
This putt for par here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Well, that's a phenomenal performance. The lead is now out to 10 shots. Incredible. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Well, looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently in 3rd place.
Okay, time to return to the action. Well, there's been some FedEx Cup champions won and lost around this part of the course.
This is the site of probably one of the greatest finishes in FedEx Championship history. The winner holing his 2nd shot here to claim victory.
This one's going right at the pin here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Well, Rich, think they're going to make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
It's a tad frustrating, especially when it comes up short.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Yeah, a bit long on that one.
Putting now for a bogey. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively. What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Outstanding shot. High quality. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently 9 under for the round. And after a recent switch of the 9s here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It might be difficult, but if you hit it in the fairway, you'll definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
A chance to chip in here and snatch the title.
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Well, Rich, that was a fantastic season on tour, no doubt about it. We finally have our FedEx Cup champion.
Luke, this player deserves the FedEx Cup Championship. They played exceptional golf all year long, and they showed what they're made of when it mattered the most. Just an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to this year's FedEx Cup champion.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.